a good question. I mean, it's not the best way to hold things for a very long time because that funding will eat into it, but we'll see. We'll let you
Mhm.
know if there's any transactions, but they've been white knuckling it for 10 days since the last
A lot
transaction
of
in this
heat.
account.
A lot of heat. Taxes in 2026. I cut that because we hit $76 a share, an ounce here in silver. That was it's a major level. You can see that was resistance. I looking at it maybe to become support. And it's just short. I don't want to be short silver for too long against this momentum. Learned that last night. I was down $1,100 last night. Ended up grinding my way back, and I'm sitting plus 200. So happy
Nice
to
job.
be on the green.
Start indeed. I got gold pretty muted right now. Dow above 49,000 now. 49,000. I call it 009. Look at that. 3,500 people joining us for the first full trading week of the year. First of all, welcome aboard for those that are new. Be so kind, click subscribe, click like, click notify. I believe we're going to get to 197,000 subscribers. Are we there yet? There yet? We're closing on the march to 200,000 subscribers. Thank you kindly. Also, we're not there yet. Also, pin in the top of the chat. You got those Top Step daily levels. Click on that link if you'd like to take a peek of those. You have some real estate on the screen. If not, I can do you one better. Using Top Step X, the top of the screen there, you see the indicators tab. Click on that. Type in Top Step daily levels. There's a refresh and update before every New York Open.
Mm.
Also,
How
while
did
I'm
I
doing
climb back?
all the formalities, upper left-hand corner of the screen. Look at all the screen. Upper left-hand corner, top of the screen. Upper left-hand corner of the screen. Hashtag Fast Markets. Use that. Hashtag Fast Markets. Hashtag Power Hour. Hit us up at Top Step TV on the X. Let's see some cool trader swag, cool trader station setups. Who's got the most screens? We saw an 8-screen setup sometime last week. Jacob Trades, how many screens are you working with? What's your setup like?
It's always maximum. I don't know. I think I don't need more.
Do you have I got 4 screens here. You just go with one? Are you just trading on a laptop or what's your setup? Are you
Yeah,
keeping that?
yeah. Right now, yeah, I'm on a laptop, but yeah, I will stay like 2 screen, the maximum. I don't need like more.
Fair enough. Keep it simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
The approach.
Yep.
One screen
Good
there.
to
Yep.
hear.
That tilt, 76% tilt is now leveled off, right around 50-50 here in the NQ. Everyone is flat.
Look
Yeah,
at my
look at the
screen real
NASDAQ.
quick. Just looking over the last couple days, that 6,900 level has been pretty good resistance. I got it with the green line here. So after Christmas was pretty good support. Now it's had trouble 3 times. Now it's gone up there and tried to hit it. Between this 6,900 and 6,850 seems like pretty good ends of the range here.
So Dakota, you focusing strictly on silver then? Anything in the
No, I switched over to Nasdaq. That's all I was looking for in silver was that little pullback
Done.
down to 75. But now I'm back to Nasdaq, and we're up 0.7%. Up 0.7%, almost erased most of the day on Friday. I see that Jack, where it has erased that sell off from Friday. So I'm curious if we're going to do the same here in the Nasdaq or if we're going to pull back. It's interesting price action this week. It's the first full week. We have some inflation data, but geopolitical headlines are kind of taking the show, taking the spotlight on what's happening there. So I'm a little cautious on just headlines that can pop off at any moment.
Definitely. Well, we'll take a look at crude. Obviously, geopolitical headlines risk. Well, crude is very sensitive to that. Look, last trade $58.06 over there. Trading right around the highs, about 12 cents off the highs. Dow continuing to push higher here. Trading 49,120. Dow up about 400 points since that bell rang about 11 minutes ago. ES, bit of a pullback, about 10 points off the session highs there. Gold, pretty tame for right now. VIX. What's VIX at?
Where
15
we at?
VIX is at 14.93.
I
So
mean,
it's below
Still
15.
below
That's pretty calm.
15.
yeah. That's why I was asking. It's
After what happened over the weekend, we're still so low.
Yep. Gold also. You think gold would have been higher? Silver seeing another push lower here.
Yeah, good
$75.88. Jacob, your thoughts on the craze, the silver craze? Have you taken a silver trade at all?
No, no. I know like silver is going crazy right now, but
It's all the rage.
I don't have a strategy. So yeah,
Nothing wrong with that. If you've never traded, if you don't have a strategy, then let everyone else play with it and wait until
exactly.
you feel comfortable.
Jacob,
I'll
so
let
okay.
you tackle
Take it away.
that.
Happy New Year to in the chat. Happy New Year to Fred or Manfred. I should have said his full name. Happy New Year, Manfred. Good to see you. Good to have you back. So, yeah. So Jacob, still same approach, right? About 30 minutes in the New York session, trying to catch
Yeah.
risk reward. Did risk reward change at all, or basically just bring it right over to the ES? Any tweaks whatsoever?
It all depends on the day. I try to go for one-to-one reward. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But yeah, the same approach. Trying to play with VWAP and the trend, and that's pretty much it.
It is a little
Don't
choppy.
overcomplicate
Elizabeth
it.
in the chat. So sick of this chop silliness for like a month. Be patient. Beginning of the week, beginning of the full training year. Jack, we got all this. Seems like all the data is back on schedule. We got ADP on Wednesday, Jobless on Thursday, non-farm on Friday.
Yeah, we got ISM at 9 o'clock today.
We do. Everything seems to
Just
be
a few
back
small
on
bill
schedule.
options. Looks at like 2:30. We got Trump participating in a policy meeting. But yeah, we should be back on track.
New Fed voters as well.
Yep.
We got 4 to be specific. Haven't really heard from them since Paulson spoke sometime over the weekend. But yeah, new Fed voters. Take a look at Fed funds, Fed watch, I should say. Still about 80% probability of a pause. The next FOMC meeting,
Ooh,
January 28th.
it's my favorite
What?
part of the year. We
What?
have predictions for the S&P 500. You ready for them? Here's a few.
Already?
Ooh.
Oh, you got to do it at
Yeah.
the beginning of the year. S&P for 2026. We got
That's true.
Oppenheimer 8,100. That's bullish.
Nice.
Deutsche Bank 8,000. Morgan Stanley 7,800. Goldman Sachs 7,600. JP Morgan, UBS, HSBC 7,500, and Bank of America very, very bearish. They're going for 7,100. So
Okay.
everyone is giving lukewarm takes.
Have there ever been a projection or call for a price that's lower than where we're at right now?
Yes, there has been. And then JP Morgan got rid of their head of macro. But yeah,
It'll do it.
If we get a 10% sell-off, we'll see that again. They'll revise them. It's hilarious. If you look last year, I can't remember if my screen's mirrored. It is. So this way would make it go left to right on your screen. Everyone's analyst calls were up at the beginning. Then during the tariff things, they went way down. And then on the rebound, they went up again. So
I want to get one of those jobs.
it's just fluffery.
It is. Throwing darts. Indeed. We'll keep an eye on the headlines. Pretty quiet for right now.
Buyers stepping in on the NASDAQ.
ES also.
Same with
Who has
silver.
ES?
Silver right back up. That was good. Man, silver's price action has been clean. A lot of the times we're seeing that volatility, and that wasn't a beautiful pullback here on silver. Pullback down to 75, and now we're getting maybe some continuation back up. It's just up 8% on silver. We've been having a lot of 8% days. It's hard to. I was talking about this last night. It's hard to be a buyer because we're already up 8%, but it's still hard to be a seller going against this momentum. I just picked quick scalps.
Oh, Chad, trust me, I am watching the Dow Emmons. Thank you Always, always, always. We got the Dow continue just last. Well, since the New York bell rang, all green bars, new highs, 49,169, up about 500 points in the last 16 minutes or so. ES just popped, made new highs over there, 69.47 in the orders. Nasdaq not there yet. Still about 50 points for highs in the NQ. We might have an iceberg. We got an iceberg in ES 69.45. Hogue, when you jump on here, 69.45 ES. See this, if you see anything there. A lot of
Seen a little possible options resistance at the 6905 level in the SPX. So that's close to here, maybe 5 points higher.
Yeah, Nasdaq's pulling back, hanging around.
Actually, that's right where it
25,600.
popped out.
69.41 last trade. ES. You sure me talking to Hogue. You didn't see his face. Wasn't fair to him. Hogue, come on in. Happy New Year, Hogue. Wow, look at the new layout. Look at that. 3 on the left,
There we
2
go.
on the right. Happy New Year, Hogue. Thoughts on the first 18 minutes of this New York session? But really quick, did you see any icebergs on that offer 69.45 in the ES? A lot traded on the ask, but we were not able to push through it. So I guess what I'm asking, new high gold pushing higher here. What's up, Hogue? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Jack, haven't seen you in a while. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Jacob. Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, there was a little bit of an iceberg there at 69.45, Andre. I see 3,400, almost 3,500 traded there. 1,500 of them were traded on the offer. So yeah, some pretty decent backfilling coming in there at 69.45. As far as the day so far today, we've got the NASDAQ with the opening range at the dead ass high. We've got the S&Ps with the opening range at the dead ass low. S&Ps traded above or are trying to trade above Friday's session high. We'll take a look at that right here. And there's Friday's high. We took a look above it. We're holding above that 200 session moving average in the S&Ps. A little bit of a different story here in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ struggling around that 200 session simple moving average and a long way from Friday's high. And S&Ps is presenting as the stronger of the two. But again, when we have opening ranges that are headed different directions between the S&P and the NASDAQ, it tends to cross my eyes, and I try and stay very patient. We're trying to see if we can reject value from Friday in the NASDAQ, seeing value high at 25,550. We'll see if we can hold that level.
Very
All right.
nice.
Jack, what's your estimate for the end of the year in the S&Ps?
Well, let me search for it real quick
500 line
because I have a system. Tom Lee
Everybody's got to have a system.
P 500 prediction 2026. Okay, so Tom Lee is looking for 7,700. That's not too much. I am going to go 10% higher than Tom Lee, and we will say we'll be at 8,300.
Love it.
8,300, 700 or something like that. 8,370 is my prediction.
8370.
By this time next year.
Yes.
I was a little more aggressive. I'm looking at 8,600.
Okay.
There you go, Hogue. Like that's a real bull for you. 69.35 bid fund 600.
As I mentioned late last year, my strategy for this year is I'm going to be 10% more bullish than Tom Lee in every asset class and see if I can gain some traction that way.
I'll take the under on everything.
Pushing lower here. And Q trying to find its footing. We have, no, again, number top of the hour, 8 minutes. 8 minutes till, was it IS manufacturing?
Yeah.
UI manufacturing, one of those.
Seems like we're kind of just in a holding pattern right now in the NASDAQ, just chopping back and forth. 50-point range.
Jacob seeing a bit of a pullback here. I got overnight view up in the ES 69.27, about 6-7 points from there. Leaning bullish or bearish from what you're seeing in the price action so far, Jacob?
I want to see the price direction here at the view up, overnight view up. So I want to see if we close below on this 5 minute or even on this 15 minute. We'll see. And I can tell like, okay, are we going to continue higher or are we going to go lower? Right now, beautiful reaction at the view up.
A 40-point bounce here in the NASDAQ.
Yes, it is. Picking up some steam to the upside here in silver as well. 20 cents off the highs as we trade $76.54. 50 on the tilt. Something's up. 69.35, Hogue. Something. What was the volume trade on that price? Yeah, all right. A little bit, yep.
Yeah, I think it's kind of just hands on butts right now till we get that data point in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Especially when
rotation.
those
People
opening
are feeling
ranges are headed
risky
different
today.
direction.
There's not a ton. Amazon's up 2% now, but Tesla's up 3%. You see some of like the nuclear quantum stuff is up. Palantir with a decent bounce. Some of the hammered thing like Sweet Green's up 7.3%. People are feeling the risk.
New year, get that money, put it to
Indeed.
work.
We'll be looking for another push higher here. Almost at 44.50.
And silver is just not done here. What a beast of a market. Yeah, buy that dip on pullback.
There you go, 197,000 subscribers. Thank you
Nice.
much. We got that
Man, we're
right.
almost at 200. Almost at
Almost.
200.
Yes, indeed.
What are we doing at 200? Celebrating?
No
I'm more
plaque.
bullish. I'm
No
more bullish to
plaque.
subscribers than I am the ES.
Well, ES chopping around right now. 69.37. Pretty quiet opening range in the ES. Dow, bullish of the three indices. Equities, I should say.
Silver session highs.
New highs. New highs.
Yeah,
Silver. New highs.
Gold session
Silver.
highs.
Silver's now pop. Nice cover, Dakota. $76 at 93.5 cents. In silver. New highs, gold. Gold 44.52. Now 53.
Also have a
Now
delta
50.
divergence in gold.
Are they getting squeezed?
Yeah.
Oh, cut. Gold off to the races. Here we go.
NASDAQ trying to push these find buyers. Yeah, looks like silver's going to tag 77.
That's quiet. Jack, take a peek. We got about 5 minutes till the number, top of the hour. Take a peek at 10-year. Pretty stable, pretty calm. Just what, 4.16%?
Yeah,
What's the story there? I was reading
crack
an
open
article
that chart.
saying bonds, fixed income, treasuries have been too quiet for too long now. Not sure. We're not listening to the Fed, but seems like they got some stability there, and
Well,
it's kind of holding.
no,
It's
they're
kind of holding.
listening. They're just somewhat immune. There's kind of counter narratives on both sides. I mean, the bonds are edging towards 5%, but you can see we're in a nice little range here. As I go to from time to time, this intersection here was where the 10-year was at when we cut for the first time. And ever since then, we have found this cap. This has been a very strong resistance level. So this was in September. Once we get up to 420, or sorry, 4.2%, especially, it is rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. That seems to be a level that's really attracting the buyers. Remember, this goes inverse of the price. Still relatively high though. Let me show one more thing.
Yeah,
If
we
we
talk about
look
that.
at the what we do see though, they are listening to the Fed. So this is the spread between, just to make sure I'm looking at the right chart. Yeah. So this is a spread between the 30-year bond yields and the 2-year bond yields. And this is what we would expect to see with this current Fed action, right? The 2-year yields have been weak relative to the 30-year. So this has been pretty consistent, that spread increasing.
What's the significance? The 2 versus the 30. Short front end of the curve, the
Well,
2-year should be
yeah,
the
short term.
rate should be lower.
It's like what I talked about that Gunlock interview. People are very bearish on the long end of the curve, and there's still a lot of demand for the very, the close stuff, 2 years, and that's where most of the stuff is auctioned anyway.
It's sitting at what, 16% odds for Jan?
For a cut, yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 minutes. Number 2 minutes. Jack, what are coming into 2020? I haven't seen you in a minute, so I got all these questions for you, Jack. Themes, storylines to follow coming into 2026. I guess anything can obviously change.
It's going to take me like 1 or 2 days to get the full strength there. I'm just catching up on everything. The themes for this year,
Rate cuts.
They kind of changed a little bit this weekend.
I guess they did.
I think it's still precious metals seem to be the story. AI. I mean, just because we entered a new year doesn't mean it's not just, been 1 week since then. It's still AI, precious metals, Bitcoin dead, will master explode.
All right, Jacob. 60 seconds till the number. So far, we never got the pullback beneath VWAP in the ES, sitting comfortably above it by about 10 points or so. Let's get this number out of the way. But what are your thoughts? Your freeze on the price action so far, Jacob, first 30 minutes? Yes, up about 10 points, 10, 12 points.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I wanted to see the reaction here at VWAP, and right now it's a good reaction for bulls because we do respect the VWAP and we bounce. No, that's fine. We bounce a VWAP.
1,500 offered at 69.40 in the ES,
which is
1,500
just
offered.
about 6,900 in the SPX. Oh yeah, that ain't nothing. 1,400.
10 seconds.
10 seconds till the number. Keep an eye on that. They flash it right in there before the number will stay. Expected US ISM manufacturing PMI expected 48.4. Actual is? They fill it? Lower. 47.9. 47.9 did get filled, didn't it? Well, sure did. 60,
Yeah, and then
filled.
some other big order jumped in there on the buy. I couldn't even see it. It was too quick.
69.37s, Jack. 69.39 in the orders.
NASDAQ trying to catch a bid.
The bid just came. Yeah, saw that. That was wild. Okay. Yeah, a little lower than expected. Prices paid. In line. All right, got that number that way. Pretty much smooth sailing in terms of economic data for the day. But yeah, I saw that, Jack. What was that? 69.40s.
Let me drop this real quick. So yeah, here's what we saw. We did fill. So they held it in there. They got filled on that whole 1,400 lot, and then
another round. Another one
they
came
just
in.
flip it.
I saw another 1,000 lot came in on the 40 offer.
Oh, starting to sell off now.
Yeah, we are.
The 1 second chart makes it look real intense. There we go.
Is that what this is?
I was trying to see if that order traded out because it looks like it flipped. Like I think they took a small loss. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
A lot of size.
Hit the reverse button, man.
So does the reversal challenge through ISM.
Just slinging 1,500 lots. NQ trading 25,584. Dow looking to make another push higher. 49,203. Last trade. The Dow up.
Wow. Look at the
600 points.
indecision here. Right back up. Right back up here in the NASDAQ.
Trying to. We'll get another push. We'll get another push here. Still 60 points beneath session highs in the NQ. Dow continuing to push higher here.
You're exactly at 6,900 in the so this is a battle.
There goes the gold new
NASDAQ is
highs.
the same at 600. Just big quant fight.
I don't know what to make of this, but we still have that divergence between the S&P and the NASDAQ. Between the deltas, S&P delta is positive 7,300. NASDAQ delta is negative 1,400. Still seeing that squeeze in the gold right now, Andre. Still
Yes, we
negative
are.
350 at the highs.
It's a positive delta. I guess that makes sense. Those offers came in. They're lifting the offer again. Positive delta means aggressive buy market orders coming in. Here goes gold. New highs gold. 44.60. New highs there. Silver still be $77, about 15, 18 cents to go. Well, there, but gold now off to the races.
Buyers trying to step in here in the NASDAQ. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm long one micro NASDAQ from 626.
626. This one, M and Q. There goes gold. Silver. Lagging behind it. Damn, they just see that? They keep coming in on those 45s. Did you see that offer come in, Jack? 69.45?
I
It
was
just
looking
got,
elsewhere.
it just got lifted 700 times. Something's going on. What's Delta now, Hogue? Did it increase by about 1,000?
Yeah, 8,200 now in the S&Ps.
Oh. Okay. New highs gold. Put a long one. MNQ 25,626.
Yeah, I need to see us just, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Exactly that. Just a nice breakout through these 20s into the 30s. See if we go up and test the session highs. Looking for 50 points.
What are you long there, Dakota?
NASDAQ, micro NASDAQ.
All right, new 5-minute just
Took us
opened.
a minute to pick a direction, but I think we found it. We'll see if we can hold above it.
Watch this ES point. About to make new highs in the ES. 69.40. What was that? New highs ES 69.48 half.
Sellers are just trying to step in here.
Well, the NQ Dow continuing to push here. Dow up 600 points in the last 35 minutes since the bell rang in New York. See another push higher here in gold. Silver lagging behind this bull run in gold. Take the top off this thing, Dakota. What level are you looking? Try to take 50 out of this thing?
Yeah, it's
I'd be
looking, maybe go
around
test the
session highs.
session highs. Maybe these 60s or 70s. But I'm not liking the price action yet. We're not getting a lot of momentum to the long side. Yeah, I'm out. I'm scratched. I got out scratched on that.
Okay.
No, there's no momentum on either
Where'd it
side
go?
of this market right now. So
It just wouldn't go. And Q's
I think we're just battling around the 6,900 in the SPX.
I wouldn't be surprised if NASDAQ goes right back down towards, well, we are right now. happy with that cut.
Nice trade. Good job.
Lots of indecision.
Sure is. Feels like it wants to go. Won't go. Back down 69.42 in the ES. A lot of price. A lot of volume trading at 69.45 on the ask. A little bit of a
Yeah.
pullback here. A little pullback here, Jacob. A little pullback. That's 6 points off the highs. What's
What is it
your
at that 69? About
Yeah,
half
Joe.
of them have traded on the offer.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Jacob, what's well if you're looking to get in a trade, you're locked in by all means. Have you changed up the size? Obviously, ES a little slower in volatility. What's your default size? When building, do you build into a trade? You just go with two. What's the approach look like with the ES, Jacob, as opposed to NQ?
Yeah, like you just said, Andre, yes, is different than N2 in terms of sizing. So yeah, I do go heavier on ES than N2. Depends on the price action. Sometimes we have big movement. Sometimes it's like choppiness. So all depends. Um, I can go maybe 2, 3 ES,
Okay,
maybe
okay.
2, 3
Makes sense.
good around that.
So not getting the clean movement. Yeah, Mandy in the markets in the chat. Good morning, Mandy. Silver has been so clean.
It means Mandy's doing well today.
I would say, yeah, it's like on the price. Can't get above 77 session highs, 77 even. Dan Emmons, yes. Dow is definitely cooking. Right near the highs. At 49,200. 49,200. What's going to go? Now NASDAQ looks like it. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. There's a
It
pop.
looks like it wants to just go, but
Looks like some stops
The
got
top,
popped there.
as mentioned,
Yeah.
top two stocks in the Dow, which account for nearly 20% of the weighting, are Goldman Sachs and Caterpillar. Goldman's now up over 4%. Caterpillar up nearly 3%.
Oil getting sold right now. Oil down about 40 cents in the last 10 minutes, trading $57.61. 59 cents. We were just trading $58 about 10 minutes ago. We're selling in oil. Crude CL. 50 on the tilt across the board right now. We got nothing on the pretty quiet on the terms of the headlines right now. Obviously, change in a moment's notice. You're going to get another push higher here in the NQ. Bottom of the hour, we'll get those initial balance high, initial balance low prices for the ES and the NQ. What are those, you ask? Simply the highest price, lowest price traded first hour of the New York session. Give us some levels, some ranges to work within or outside of, for that matter.
I don't trust this breakout to the long side of the Nasdaq.
Sure is struggling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You're flat though, right?
Yeah, I'm flat. I'm flat. Plus
Good.
207.
Now we're looking at the Dow. Dow kind of stalling out right now. Still holding bid. Still the stronger of the three equities. We'll pull back in gold. 44.61, $6 off the highs there. Is this the pullback? Is this the pullback? The dip for the ES. Take a look at the NQ ladder. Any size jumping off? Nope. Pretty thin on the ladder there.
I do have an interesting stock chart of the day.
Okay.
What do you got? I love this. Good to have you back, Jack.
Shit.
Not talked about on the show before. Chevron. Okay.
Oh,
so long
yeah.
bullish,
power
bullish,
market.
bullish, bullish.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really look at the markets on Friday. They were kind of flat. I was like, I wonder what Chevron did. Well, it pumped without any pullbacks on Friday. Interesting. And then open. They have the biggest concentration in Venezuelan oil of those companies, and it opened way up here. But this was a little bit of a retail. If it trades too obvious, don't jump into it right away. Because it did open around 170. It's now retreated $10 to 160.